Good morning, everybody. So glad you are with us here on this Monday. A little chilly start out there, but we're getting you on the right side of the bed here this morning.
With the little Camila Cabello.
Yeah, I love her. She's so good.
I got really excited about hearing that song. I was like, it's a good one. I hadn't heard it yet, so there you go.
Everything she sings becomes a hit. She's so talented.
That's what I was going to say. I mean, I obviously didn't pick the song, but that was my New Music Friday choice of just this last Friday.
Oh, okay.
So it came out just days ago. Oh, that was a close one. We're safe. We're in the clear, Darren. Good morning to you. We hope you all are having a good start to the day. We have a frost advisory to greet us as we kick off the morning, and that is in effect up until 8 a.m. So you can see why those temperatures are a bit chilly out there. Ramona, 32 degrees right at that freezing point, 37 for Poway, and 43 up in Fallbrook. Coastline mostly in the mid-40s. Going to warm up nicely to the 60s and 70s this afternoon. Let's take you to traffic. Just one crash on the freeways here. This one is on the 67 where it meets the 78. No major backups or delays associated with this, but it is right in the Ramona area, so something to watch out for as you get started on the road this morning. It's 6:01. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much. And here's our top story this morning. A new week means new record prices for gas across San Diego.
The average price now $5.38 a gallon for regular, up more than 5 cents from the previous day. CBS 8's Dana Marie McNichol live in Chula Vista with what's driving the spike here, and then some ways we can maybe save ourselves a little coin.
Well, good morning, Eric and Netta. The way you could save is looking for some of the cheapest gas in San Diego. And here in Chula Vista, that's the case. $5.09 a gallon for regular gas, $4.99 if you're paying for cash. I know so many people are looking for the cheapest this morning. So many people are already filling up. We spoke to a AAA agent who says that these high prices aren't going anywhere for a while.
As this conflict continues, unfortunately, the oil market will likely respond by continuing to increase the price of crude oil. So even though Russia mostly exports oil to Europe, any disruption to the market and the world's oil supply, this is going to be felt across the globe. And that is exactly what's happening.
Now, if your car does allow it, local experts say you can get more bang for your buck by getting premium gas instead of regular. This can add a few extra miles per gallon. The average price of a gallon for regular service gas rose 5.6 cents just today. $5.38. It's the 18th record high in the past 20 days. Now here in California, the switch over to a more expensive summer blend is helping drive that increase. Oil industry analysts attribute this price spike to the possibility of supply shortage because traders, shippers, insurance companies, and banks are avoiding Russian oil transactions. Now, a gallon of regular gas is 53 cents more than it was a week ago, 70 cents higher than it was a month ago. Some legislators are looking to suspend at least temporarily the gas tax, which on the state level alone would save about 51 cents a gallon. Now, according to Gas Buddy, the lowest price you will pay for gas right now is $4.69 in San Diego, and that's over on a military base in Camp Pendleton. Now, if you're looking for an online resource where in your area you can find the cheapest gas, go to CBS8.com, click the help button. You can search that there. Use it this morning because I know people are waking up hearing this, knowing that they're continuing to rise. Another record hit for the 18th time in a row. So we think it can't get any worse, and then we see it expand and continue to get more expensive. So wishing you a safe commute on your way to work this morning, and hopefully those gas prices eventually will lower for us here in San Diego. Live in Chula Vista, I'm Dana Marie McNichol. I'll send it back to you.
That's one thing we're all hoping for, that's for sure. Well, people in Gorda, California are paying more than $7 for gas. Yes, it's $7.59 for a gallon of regular. That's because of its rural location along the Big Sur coastline. It's kind of the last stop there. Coming up at 6:30, the common mistakes you should avoid to save on gas.
And let's turn now to the latest out of Ukraine. Russia has announced a temporary ceasefire to give civilians a chance to safely get out of the country as Russian troops continue to advance on major cities. But Ukrainian officials say the Russian military, they're still carrying out rocket, bomb, and artillery strikes. I mean, you see all this video. The latest ceasefire comes after 2 failed attempts to evacuate civilians over the weekend. A third round of talks now between the countries is scheduled for today. San Diegans are showing their support for Ukrainians. Take a look here. Demonstrations were held yesterday from Balboa Park to Seaport Village and in Ocean Beach. People formed that human peace sign. Today, UC San Diego will hold a virtual panel discussion on Ukraine. That one is open to the public. It's happening at 5 p.m. Might be a good time to learn a lot more about what's happening there. We have a link at CBS8.com. Just click on the help button.
6 million people from around the world have died from COVID-19 2 years after the pandemic started. That number confirmed today is believed to be an undercount. According to Johns Hopkins University, the last million deaths were recorded in just the last 4 months. An investigation continues this morning after a woman was shot on the freeway near Spring Valley. It happened Saturday morning on State Route 94. The CHP says someone in another car pulled up behind the victim and started shooting. No word on the 27-year-old woman's condition. 2 others who were in the car with her are okay. You're asked to call CHP if you have any helpful information. Today marks a new push to address San Diego's affordable housing crisis.
Local leaders are launching this new program to help with finance projects. CBS 8's Chris Groh joining us live to explain what we can expect to happen today. Affordable housing on the top of a lot of people's minds. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Eric and Netta, and it is. And there are actually firms that specialize in building affordable housing. But as you might imagine, with the cost of land and building, it can get hard for them to build affordable housing. And so this is supposed to bridge the gap, as it is so named by the city, this program to help that funding, to help cut those costs there so that this affordable housing can get built. Now, take a look at your screen right there. What you're seeing are some of the details of what we expect to get done soon. What will be announced today, I should say. 7 projects totaling 662 apartments. Areas that these could be built include San Ysidro, downtown East Village, City Heights, and Rancho Bernardo. Now, nearly 200 of these apartments will be set aside for homeless San Diegans, so trying to address that issue as well. And 35 of those apartments will be set aside for those experiencing mental illness. Now, again, this is meant to help bridge the gap between affordable housing builders and the cost of making these projects work financially. Funding of up to $20 million for round 2 of the program will be announced soon. And as Mayor Gloria laid out in the State of the City address, they have very lofty goals for affordable housing moving forward into the future.
We are legally and morally obligated to plan to add more than 100,000 new homes during the next 8 years. And folks, we are getting it done.
Yeah, and we'll be hearing from Mayor Todd Gloria as well as other local leaders about this issue and the future of this program and exactly what we could potentially see moving forward in other areas, as well as more details about those areas that are being addressed. That'll be happening later on this morning around 8:45. Eric and Netta.
Chris Groh there. Thank you for that, Chris. Starting today, San Diego State University is updating its mask policy for students and staff.
So students that are vaccinated, they can be on campus without masks unless they're in the university library or in class. For those that are unvaccinated, masks are still required at all times when indoors.
Students in San Diego's public schools won't have to wear masks when they come back from spring break. San Diego Unified officials made the announcement late Friday. So the district says it will drop its indoor mask requirement for students and staff starting on April 4th.
And this morning, no matter what you're up to, probably a jacket to start off, but will it stay cold today?
It will for the morning, but then by the afternoon, I mean, we've got at least upper 60s, low 70s. So temperatures are warming up nicely by the afternoon time frame. Here's the beautiful start to the morning from Mount Soledad. I've been asking every producer this morning. I've just been like, let's show the Mount Soledad camera because it looks so nice as we start off the day. And it's clear, noting those overnight low temperatures. So, of course, with clear conditions overnight, we don't have those clouds overhead to help kind of hold in the heat from the day before. Yesterday, a pretty nice day overall. We were a little cool, but by this afternoon, we're going to warm up to about average. We've got upper 60s along the coast. This is exactly in line with average. Inland will be a few degrees above average, and mountains will make their way toward that 50-degree range under plenty of sunshine. Clear conditions right now really across the board, with the exception of some of your wind-sheltered inland valleys. Ramona, for example, is seeing 3 miles of visibility, so a little bit of cloud cover, but nothing too significant as we start off the morning. Offshore flow, you can see those wind arrows pointing from the east toward the west. What this means for us is those humidity values are going to drop down by the afternoon. It's not too gusty outside as we speak. We're at 10-mile-an-hour gusts in Oceanside. However, by the afternoon, we're going to jump into the 20 and 30-mile-per-hour range. That'll be the main thing to contend with as we go toward that afternoon time frame. And then as we head toward Wednesday, Thursday, we say goodbye to the dry weather, the Santa Ana winds, the low humidity values, and we start to usher in a low pressure system that'll bring cloud cover, a deeper marine layer, onshore flow, and even a chance for some showers mainly into early Thursday morning. That's why you see those temperatures drop back down to about the mid 60s or so. So a few degrees of a drop for Wednesday and Thursday, and then following that low pressure system, we're going to climb steadily back to the 70s. And then remember, top right corner there, average is 67. So all of these 70s are a welcome above average sight. However, we could use more precipitation. We're finally above average for our March totals, but it looks like we've got to, still climb along with it. So if we get more on Thursday, that'll be a good thing for us. Looking at what's going on in traffic this morning, there are no major crashes or collisions on your roadways with the exception of just one in the Ramona area. So that's what I want to take you to. First off, this is where the 67 meets the 78th at the 10th Street exit. No major backups or delays with it. And again, there are a couple other crashes that you might have seen on the screen there. Those are on your surface streets, not causing any major backups or delays. 6:11 right now. Back to you.